Hello, everybody. Welcome. Please ask your questions as you were hopping on. I'm a little sweaty. I was really busy right before I came on. So I'm 3 minutes late here. So let's pull up some cards and see what we need to know. If you are not subscribed, please take the time to subscribe. I really appreciate it. And okay, let's see what the messages are for Friday night. Okay. So we have a big weekend coming up, is what it feels like, just as a general message. So I'm going to do the same thing as I did last night. I'm just going to pull up a few cards, and anyone that has a question specifically, just ask. Okay. So what is your question? What is your question? Okay. Cards are talking to us, so something tells me that you do have a question, which is great. See Only Love is the first card that's coming up here. All right, quite a few cards. This is great. All right, so we'll see what comes up there. Will I find my soulmate and my partner in life finally? Okay, so the word finally feels a little bit heavy. Okay, so first of all, I would want to clean up that because, again, for me, I do readings and healings together. And again, if you want to book in, you can go through robinshealing.com. So when we focus in on See Only Love, what really comes up here is like isolation. Okay, the word isolation. So if you feel like you've been isolating yourself, first of all, that's something you might want to start working on in order to invite that ideal partner in. Okay, because we have the love here, and so it's not saying that it's not there. It just means that you actually have to do a little bit of work in order to bring it in. Because if we're not vibrating the energy of love, it's really hard to invite love in. Okay. She's also wearing yellow. She might be feeling a little bit like down as well. So keep in mind, the more you can raise your vibration, the more you can bring your energy up, the more likely you are to attract that ideal partner. All right. Um, and when I say ideal partner, again, we have our new moon coming in that I was discussing last night. That's coming in 4 days. So we are almost in that new moon energy. So it's also a very sensitive time. So if you are looking to invest in more partnerships, the big thing is, how can I see myself in that positive light? How could I bring myself more love and joy? So when I think about joy for myself, I think about like food, friends, things like that. So if I'm thinking about bringing in a partner that I want to again bring me joy, then I'm going to bring that energy into the best of my ability in the now. Okay, so if you do have things that you like to do, keep doing those things, keep feeding those interests, because the key thing is we would like the person that we love to share the same interests as us. So if they have different interests, that's okay. But ideally, it'd be better to have someone that we can bring in joy into our lifestyle. Okay. So measure a little bit. Like if you want to get a little analytical, look at your lifestyle and see like what other people are doing in relation to that lifestyle choice that you have. Okay. So, for instance, I like to work with the moon. So, it's really nice for me in my partnership to work with the moon with my person. Okay. So, even if he didn't have that interest before, he's becoming interested in that because I like it. Okay. So, if they don't share that same interest as you do, it doesn't mean that partner can't also share similar interests as long as they're open. Okay. So a red flag would be someone who's not interested in things that you're interested in. Okay. And again, even though we're doing a message for someone specifically, it still feels like these are general messages for everyone. So, again, if you decide to hop on, I'd like to know, what is your question tonight? All right. This is something I'm interested in continuing to do because I feel like it's important that people get information. Um, when they're looking into the future, because often we will get into our head a lot, right? Can I post my question? Of course you can, Jasmine. I really like your name, by the way. So I know there are people in there that have questions. So please ask. I know someone was asking a little bit late last night after I was off. So I was hoping that that person was capable of coming on tonight at this time. And again, I know times aren't always going to work well for people, but if you hop on and say, hey, like I'm more available on Tuesday nights at 7 p.m. Or put your time zone as well, that's okay. I can figure it out. But I'm looking to start finding a time that seems to be more of a popular time for people, okay? Who is coming towards me in love? Okay, no surprise because the love card came back up. All right. So look past the seeming errors, mistakes, and misunderstandings and see only the love within each person, including yourself. So, Tib, you're welcome. And so, one of the things that comes up with this is judgment. Okay. So, if we are looking through a lens of um, confusion, that's what I'm getting. If we're looking through a lens of confusion, then we're not being clear in that perfect person. Okay. So who is coming towards me in love? That's where it's like it's not very clear because you have to get really clear on that. Okay. So this is saying that you have it in the palm of your hand, right? Love is coming in. But if you're like, I don't want to use the word wishy washy, but if you're being unclear about what you desire, then that's what the universe hears. Okay. So, with this new moon specifically for you, Jasmine, is to really look at those characteristics and qualities of the person that you would like to bring in. Okay. So, do you want them to be tall? Would you like them to be short? Would you like them to be um, like athletic? Would you like that person to just be a loving person and you don't care about the way that they look? So I feel like get really descriptive in this person that you want to come in, because if you're not, what I'm hearing is that that's what's like kind of dragging you along. Okay. So be mindful, as a red flag for you is anybody that's dragging you along as well. So, say you start a relationship and you feel like it's not going anywhere and they're just dragging me along. They don't really want to move forward, but they don't want to really get rid of me. That would be a flag for you. Okay. Because you don't want to be drug along. Okay. So, for instance, if you were to get a healing with me, I would be working on clearing out anybody in your past who didn't make you feel special, who didn't make you feel appreciated, okay? And once you do that, it becomes easier to invite that person in. All right. So there might be some letting go that could still be happening for you. Okay. I hope that makes sense. So keep in mind, guys, when we do new moon rituals as well, that we are still doing a lot of emotional work. And so we might think, oh, it's a great time for manifesting, but really it's a big opportunity for you to start releasing as well. Okay. So it's not just about bringing in new energy. So, underneath my membership group, I also have a new moon ritual that will be coming out underneath the new moon, and that will be pre recorded based on everything that people have going on in our group. So, that might be a good opportunity as well to come in and start participating in those and receive the healings that come with it. Okay. So, I will give lots of guidelines in terms of making suggestions for you if you like this sort of stuff. So I don't see any other questions, but the other cards that are coming up is joy. Okay, we already brought up the energy of joy about doing those things that we love to do now, and so we'll start vibrating that as well. And being honest with yourself is also talking about getting clear and getting really specific. So, is sexual energy important for you? Right? You can say, "Oh, I don't care about the way that they look. I just want them to love me." But if you could get really, 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 really particular about it, maybe you do want that sexual energy. Maybe you do want to feel like you're on cloud nine, right? Chances are you do, and you deserve that. So self worth might also be coming up for people at this time. What do you feel like you deserve? You probably deserve more, as we were just discussing. Okay. So here are your messages for tonight. Again, I would love to hear in the comments, no matter when you're watching this, what a great time for you is if you would like to enjoy more for your readings. I'm also underneath Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. And I hope you have a beautiful night. Bye for now.